There she is. Hello, Berfine. How are you? Can you hear me, dear?
Was Ronnie,
Okay.
I thank you. And you?
Berfine, it's a little bit hard for me to hear you. Start again.
Oh, yes. Now I can hear you.
All right, all right. How are you today, dear?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Ronnie. And you?
Very good, very good. Here it is very, very cold, but it's sunny. It's a sunny day. It's just very cold. So you can see out there the cold
Yes.
snow, but it's very, very lovely. It's very sunny and pretty. It's just cold. So do you have snow at your house?
No, we don't have snow. We have rain.
Oh no, rain. All right, I think I'd rather have snow than rain. All right. So, Berfine, I haven't asked you in a while about your art. Have you been doing any art?
No.
I know you're very busy with school, right?
Yes.
Yeah, school keeps you busy. Well, I look forward to someday when you do some art again. I like seeing your art. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Berfine, last week, oh, I hear something dinging. Last week, we did this word. What do you remember about precursor?
I can't remember.
Okay. Do you remember it was something very early? It was an early model. It was the first thing. Okay. So, for
Oh,
example, if I
yes,
show you
yes.
this picture,
I
let me,
remember now.
you remember now? Okay. Um,
Yes.
okay. So when we look at this, look at this picture, and this really helps you understand. This is Alexander Graham Bell, and this is the first telephone. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Now, does it look like my phone?
No.
No, not at all. But it is the precursor of my phone.
Yes.
Okay. It is the precursor. In some way, your mother and your father are your precursor because they came first,
Yes.
right? Okay. So you remember that now. Well, today I want to tell you just a quick story. I came up here last week, and in this bag, I brought my own camera. I always take my camera with me, and I'm using this camera right now. Okay. Yesterday, the camera stopped working. And my very first class, I could not get it to work. It would turn on, and then it would turn off. And then I reloaded it, and it worked. And now today it's working really well. Is it going to work tomorrow? I hope, but I don't know. My camera has been sporadic.
Sporadic.
Sporadic means on and off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Let me give you another example of sporadic. Berfine, I think you are a good girl and I think you are a good student, but there are probably students in your classroom and sometimes they do their homework, sometimes they don't do their homework. Sometimes they
Yes.
study for a test, sometimes they don't study for a test. Okay,
Yes.
they are sporadic because
Sporadic.
sporadic means yes and no, now and then, maybe, maybe not. That is sporadic. A sporadic
I
person
understand.
sometimes tries hard and sometimes does nothing. They are sporadic. Okay.
I understand.
My camera is being a little bit sporadic. Now, here's another example of sporadic. Today, it's very cold and sunny. But yesterday we had sporadic snow. Now, can you think what that would mean if I said the snow was sporadic?
Yes.
Like at 7 o'clock, there was a lot of snow. At 8 o'clock, no snow. At 9 o'clock, snow. At 10 o'clock, the sun came out. It was sporadic. Sometimes we had snow. And then late at night, it snowed very hard. And I looked outside and the snow was blowing around and it was very cold and snowy. But sometimes during the day, the sun is out and it's beautiful. So sporadic means yes and no. So I'm going to write it in the chat. Would you please write it wherever you write words? So sporadic is the adjective form, and we can change it into an adverb. We add it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Berfine, when I say that about you and the other students in your class, when I was a teacher, I had some students who always did their homework. They always studied for tests. They were always on time. But I have other students who were very sporadic. Sometimes they studied, sometimes they did their homework, but sometimes they did not. They are sporadic.
I understand.
This morning, you are not this way, Berfine, but my first class this morning, sometimes when the class starts, there she is, and we start class. Last week, she was 12 minutes late.
Oh.
Now, when your class is only 30 minutes and you miss 12 of them, you only have 18 minutes left. Now, this morning, she was about 7 minutes late, but she is sporadic. Sometimes she's there, bang, and we start. Sometimes she's 7 minutes late. Sometimes she's 12 minutes late. She is sporadic.
I understand.
Berfine is not sporadic, okay? And that's one reason I like you, is you're not a sporadic person. You do a great job. All right, Miss Berfine, today we're going to start looking at two new sounds, the sound and the sound. So head and had. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, Berfine, before we do that, I want to show you two quick things, and I'm going to switch to the whiteboard. I don't use the whiteboard very often. Here it is. Okay. So there's my pen. So you know the word head, right?
Yes.
This is your head. Okay. Now, that E and that A, what sound do they make?
Yeah.
Well, kind of an sound. That's called the short E sound. So let's face it, Berfine, on this one, you don't hear the letter A. The letter A is silent. And the letter E, you hear the short E sound. And Berfine, when we say short E, we mean this sound. That's short E, the sound, like elephant, okay? The sound. Now, on the other hand, let's look at this word. Now, you know that word.
Yes.
What about the letter A?
We can't hear.
Again, the letter A is silent.
Yes.
But the letter E is called a long E. And long E sounds like E. Oh, like the bird, eagle, eagle. Okay. So Berfine, one of the confusing things about this lesson is that sometimes EA is pronounced like the word head. But other times the EA sound is pronounced E like the word eat. It's a little bit confusing, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so Berfine, let's take a look at this. So today we're going to talk about E and ed, and a. Okay, now we're going to do this exercise where I say 3 words. I want you to tell me which one is different, number 1, number 2, or number 3. You remember doing this before, right?
Yes.
I thought you
remember.
would. Okay, so let me turn this off. Let's put on our calendar again, our pretty February calendar again for a few minutes. Okay. All right, Berfine, here we go. Led, led, lad.
Lad.
The third one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Said, sad, said.
Second one.
The second one, good. Head, had, had.
First one.
Good. Fad, fed, fad.
Second one.
Good. Bad, bad, bed.
Third one.
Good. Brad, brad, bread. I'll say it again. Brad, brad, bread.
Third one.
Very good. Berfine, that was excellent. You got all of them. Very good job. Berfine, would you take a turn and would you please read the words to me and let me hear how you do?
Lad, lad, lad. Said, said, no. Said, said, said. Had, had, had. Fed, feed, feed. Bad, bad, bad. Bread, bread, bread.
Okay. Berfine, I want to talk to you about two of them. First of all, in this one, you understand Brad is a boy's name.
Yes.
Okay, that's a boy's name. Now, this one right here, this is confusing because in American English, we pronounce it said, said. Said. Can you
Said.
pronounce it? Said, right. Now, also look at this. You said feed, but that's not feed. What is that?
Fed.
Good. Feed is present tense right now. I will feed the cat right now. Fed is past tense. Yesterday I fed the cat. Okay?
I understand.
So
Okay.
yesterday was past tense. All right. Good job, Berfine. All right, Berfine, today is going to be almost the last day we look at this story. So let's turn this over. And Berfine, I will start it and you finish it. George's best friend was visiting him. Joseph lived in Arizona. George moved to Los Angeles 2 years ago. He hadn't seen Joseph since then. George wanted his friend to have fun. He wanted to convince him to move to Los Angeles with him. Okay, go ahead.
George had a great roller coasters in Arizona. George and Joseph.
Berfine, you skipped a line.
Oh,
You
sorry.
skipped this whole line right there. So start again. Start here again.
George had a great idea. He would take his friends to Six Flags. They didn't have big roller coasters in Arizona. George and Joseph got on a ride called Tatsu. It was huge and had more than 5 loops. Joseph screamed more than any other people. Isn't this great? Asked George. If you move here, I will be coming here all the time. Joseph never returned to Los Angeles again.
Okay. I still think this is funny because Berfine and Bernie would be down on the ground while Rezan and Bauer did all the loops. And you and I would just say, hello, bye, have fun. Okay?
Okay.
All right, Miss Berfine. So here we go. We're moving over to this page. Okay. Berfine, what sentence is this?
George's best friend was visiting him.
Excellent, Berfine. I know we're not logged in. Okay. Okay.
He moved to Los Angeles 2 years ago.
Very good. 2 correct. Number 3.
He wanted to move Los Angeles.
Okay. He wanted to, yes. He wanted to do what? He wanted to
Move Los Angeles. No.
okay.
Convince Los Angeles.
This is a hard one, isn't it? Convince him.
Yes. Convince him to move to Los Angeles. No?
Right. Berfine, do you understand the word convince?
No.
Okay. See that?
Okay, I understand.
Okay. Please move to Los Angeles. Please, please, please. He's trying to convince him.
I understand.
Coasters, Arizona have roller big, didn't they, in?
They didn't have big roller coasters in Arizona.
Perfect. Okay, one more, Berfine. You're doing a great job. Joseph again returned Los Angeles to never.
Joseph never returned to Los Angeles again.
Excellent, Berfine. You did a great job. Congratulations. You did a super, super job. Okay, Berfine, today we're going so fast. That's because you're so smart. We just go fast, 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 fast. Okay, Berfine, today we're starting a new spelling list. Now, would you like to say the words or do you want me to say them first? What do you want?
I think I can do.
I think you can. Very good.
Pennies,
Cozily.
cozily, lazier, replied, worried, marries, carries, easily, slists, cries, prettily, happiest, emptier, sorriest, families, merrier, diseased, funnier, jumpier, worried.
I love how you corrected jumpier. You started to say something different, but then you corrected it to jumpier. Okay, Berfine, these words are unusual because do you notice some end in ES, some end with a Y, some end ED because they're past, some end ER, and a few end EST. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Berfine, I think you know what marries means.
Yes.
Marries, right?
I know.
Okay. And I think you know prettily.
Yes, I know.
Something that's very pretty. Do you know pennies?
No.
Penny is a coin and it's worth only 1 cent.
Oh.
It's not worth very much money. It's not very much. Okay. And Berfine, I think you know at least one of those words.
I know curious and happiest.
I thought you would know happiest. Very good. And carries. Very good. How about on this one?
lazier, easier, emptier, funnier.
You know all four of them. Good
Yes,
for you.
I know.
And how about this list? The third line.
Replied, jumpier, sleaze.
Right. Which of your brothers is the silliest?
I don't want to say.
Okay, let's go on. Last list. Do you know it? I think you, oh, I know you know at least two of those.
Worried, cries, feminist. I don't know, varied.
Right. Okay. But you do know a lot of the words. So that is a good start. And that's all we're doing for today is just starting here. And this was a good start. Okay, Berfine, the last time we were reading Despero, light was coming in the window through a stained glass window. And I'm not sure if you understand stained glass. Do you know what that word is?
No.
Okay. Berfine, now I know you're not Christian, but the stained glass windows are very, very common in Christian churches. So Berfine, do you see that window?
Yes.
It is made of glass, but the glass is colored.
Oh, I know them.
Okay. And now look at this one. Okay. This is a stained glass window in a church, and it's a picture of Jesus. Okay. Look at this. This kind of stained glass window, we call that a rose window. And you can see why, because it's shaped like a flower.
Yes, it's very pretty.
Right. Some people call Jesus the Good Shepherd. And so this is a picture, a stained glass window showing Jesus as a good shepherd. And like I said, especially in older churches, stained glass windows are very, very common. They are beautiful, but they're also very, very expensive.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Berfine, let me just ask a question. Because you and I are different religions, I have never been in a mosque. Do mosques have stained glass windows?
Some ones, yes.
Okay. Are they the ones that have stained glass windows? Are they usually older mosques that have stained glass windows?
I think yes.
Yeah. I mean, here in the United States, if you go to a church and the church was built 10 years ago, probably no stained glass windows. If you go to a church that was built 200 years ago, probably it will have stained glass windows. Okay? So I wanted to say that because the last time we were reading, little baby Despero is walking and he suddenly sees a beautiful, beautiful light coming down on him. And he doesn't understand, what are these lights? And so he says to his brother Furlough, he said, what is this thing? What are all these colors? Are we in heaven? Did we die and go with God? Are we in heaven? And he answers, cripes. Would you read what Furlough says? Cripes.
Cripes.
Go ahead, shouted.
Oh, okay. Cripes, shouted Furlough from a far corner. Don't stand here in the middle of floor talking about heaven. Move. You're a mouse, not a man. You're go to scurry. What said Despero, still starting at the light? But Furlough was gone. He had, like a good mouse, disappeared into a hole in the molding.
Okay, so Furlough is older than Despero, and he knows a mouse does not stand there looking at the windows, or the cat will get you, or a human will get you. But Despero doesn't know this. He's looking at the window thinking, how beautiful. Look at those colors. Okay, but he shouldn't be standing there. That's not safe. Despero's sister Merlot took him into the castle library, where light came streaming in through tall, high windows and landed on the floor in bright yellow patches. Here, said Merlot, follow me, small brother, and I will instruct you on the fine points of how to nibble paper. Now, she's going to teach him how to eat paper.
Oh.
Okay, nibble or eat paper. Let's see what happens. Go ahead. Merlot
scurried up a chair and from there hopped onto a table on which there sat a huge open door. This way, small brother, she said, as they crawled into the pages of the book, and Despero followed her with the chair. Okay. From the chair to the table to the page. Now then, said Marlotte, this glue here, it's tasty and the paper edges are crunchy and yummy, like so. She nibbled the edge of a paper and then looked over at Despero. You try, she said. First a bite of some glue, and then follow it with a...
So, Berfine, she's teaching him how to eat books. And she said, they're very good. Go ahead, eat the book. That's kind of funny, isn't it? She's teaching him how to eat a book. Okay, let's go on. With a crunch of the paper. And these squiggles, they are very tasty. Despero looked down at the book and something remarkable happened. The edges of the pages, the squiggles are like this.
Understand.
The squiggles, as Merlot referred to them, arranged themselves into shape. The shapes arranged themselves into words, and the words spelled out a delicious and wonderful phrase, once upon a time. Once upon a time, whispered Despero. What? Said Merlot. Nothing. Eat, said Merlot. Berfine, do you understand what happened to Despero?
Yes. What
happened?
He read the book.
He can read. So, did he tell Merlot that he could read?
No.
When she asked you, oh, nothing, it's nothing. He can read. So, not only does he have big ears, and not only was he born with his eyes open, Despero can read.
Yes.
Okay. Now, two things real quickly. In French, the last T is silent. So the sister's name is Merlot.
Merlot.
Okay. And in French, the last S, X, is silent. So his name is Despero. Okay?
I understand.